The forest, Juniper Hills, Arizona, night. Antes and Lewis look back at the cabin, hearing the echoing howl. Antes looks at the moon, then the trees.
We must get to the traps.
Antes goes into the forest, following a makeshift pathway. Lewis follows behind him, loading his revolver. Antes comes across a rope tied to a tree. He touches the rope with his hand.
We're still good.
What about Thomas?
He's dead.
Lewis looks toward the cabin.
We haven't much time. We've got to draw it into the traps.
Antes takes out the large silver knife and cuts the back of his forearm. It begins to bleed. He hands the knife to Lewis and begins to wipe it around his arms and hands and face.
Your turn.
Lewis looks at him and does the same. After a moment of them wiping blood on their skin, Antes makes his way deeper into the forest towards the traps.
Come on.
They make it down the trail where a collection of bear traps with silver tips glisten in the moonlight. They pass them within inches of their boots. Antes comes up to a tall pine tree where another tree is cracked and slanting down, leaning against it. Antes holds the blade in his hand while Lewis holds his revolver. They squat down and lean up behind a fallen tree.
We wait here.
They breathe heavily, looking at the quiet, cold forest. All around them are thin cables and rope tied among the trees. Their breath is shown in the darkness. Should we make noise?
No. We see it get snagged, then we pounce on it. Just watch your step out there.
The blood, how does it work?
It will feed on the flesh of the living. It goes maniacal by the scent. It glows in the eyes. It already knows we're here.
Goddamn, Tom, what happened back there?
He couldn't hold his own. The spiritual world that Satan occupies consumed him and controlled his fear. Voices in the head. It gets back, especially for the weak-hearted.
Voices?
You're not hearing anything, are you?
No. Antes looks at Lewis suspiciously. Lewis looks back to the forest. Antes sighs.
It might be a while.
As
We should get
Antes
some
turns
rest.
and leans back on a log,